Today's episode is called The Tenant. A seductive female writer, played by Leslie Parrish, charms Steve when she comes to stay at the Shady Rest, causing much jealousy and anxiety. Then her boyfriend, Aletter, shows up and Billie Jo takes the opportunity to even the score. Original airdate, November 8, 1969.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Joe. Come and be his guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
Here's our lady MD. She's as pretty as can be at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello there. This is Shady Rest. All the time I thought I was lost.
Well, that's understandable, considering the only road out here is the fire road.
Oh, no wonder it was so bumpy.
Yeah, well, I've been thinking of expanding it into a 6-lane superhighway. A little worried, though. Afraid we might destroy the out-of-the-way atmosphere.
I'm Janet Craig.
I'm Jacqueline.
Joe Carson, manager of this hotel.
Oh, very happy to meet both of you.
Jacqueline Moran, not by any chance the author.
Guilty, I'm afraid. Any objections?
Heck, no. What is there to object to? I'm one of them myself.
Well, Joe, I didn't know you'd published anything.
Well, I haven't yet. It's all up here. I'm keeping it stored until it's just right. Then I'm going to sit down one day and dash it off. What do you write? Poems, recipes, household hints?
Well, I think household hints comes about the closest.
Joe, where have you been? Miss Moran is the author of one of the most talked-of books of the year. Sex is here to stay.
Oh. Hey, you... excuse me. Excuse me.
Uncle Joe, what is it?
That woman out there, she wrote a book.
So?
You should hear the title of it. It's... No, I can't say it.
Why? What's her name?
She called herself Jacqueline Moran.
Jacqueline.
Oh, my gosh. Why, that's the most exciting thing that ever happened here.
She wrote Sex is here to stay.
I've got to talk to her.
No, you're too young. You ain't ready for that sort of thing.
Maybe not, but it's nice to know it'll still be there when I am.
Is she going to stay here? Well, let's ask her.
Here, you can sign in right over here, Miss Moran.
Thank you. Will you be with us long? That all depends. I'd like to finish my new novel here. It really is a quiet, restful place.
Oh, yes.
By the way, is Steve Elliott around? Steve? You did say Steve. Yes, he recommended this place.
You a friend of Steve's?
I'd like to think so. Could somebody get my bags?
Huh? Oh, sure. Somebody. I'll get them. Hey, Steve. Where's Betty Jo?
Well, she's down at the shed. She's been helping me work on the plane.
Good. Can you keep her there?
Keep her there? For how long?
How long does it take to write a book?
Joe, what are you talking about?
That woman in there, she's asking for you.
Well, what's her name?
Well, I've forgotten her name.
What's she look like?
Oh, well, you know, there ain't never been anybody around here you could compare her to.
That bad, huh?
Oh, no. Yeah. Good luck, boy.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Well, you don't remember me.
Well, sure. Of course. course. Are you kidding? How could I forget you? But that's a laugh, huh?
Sure is. Okay, I'll let you off the hook. It was when you were at March Air Force Base.
Oh? Oh, sure. You were, in the Air Force? And...
I was doing research on a story, and Colonel Maltby assigned you as my escort.
Of course, now I remember. That was one of the biggest things that ever happened. Escorting her around the base, you know, showing her everything.
And did you? Show her everything? Oh, he certainly did. He was a perfect darling.
I was only doing my duty. And it was a pleasure, too. Why don't I show you to your room?
Oh, thanks. It's, number 9.
Number 9? You mean way down at the end of the hall?
Mm-hmm. Way down at the opposite end from you and Betty Jo. Betty Jo, that's the wife.
Come on, you two. It's up this way, Miss Moran.
Oh, Jackie, please. After all, I'm going to be here a month or more. And, Steve, I can't thank you enough for bringing me to this lovely, restful place.
Hi. What's everybody looking at? Oh.
Well, hi, honey. This is, Jackie. Miss Moran.
This is Betty Jo,
Yeah, that's Betty Jo.
the wife.
She's my wife.
Oh, well, she's lovely.
Oh, well, you caught her at a bad time. She doesn't always look like this, do you, honey?
Oh, no. Sometimes I'm a mess. Steve? When did you meet her?
Me too. Oh, actually, I don't remember the exact date.
Well, was it long before we ever knew each other? I said, did you meet her long before we ever knew each other? Well, what does mean?
Oh, it was when I was in reserve training.
You mean those 2 weeks last year?
Yeah.
When I was carrying your child?
As a matter of fact, you were carrying Kathy, Jo.
Steve Elliott. Steve Elliott.
Oh, honey, for crying out loud. It was nothing. Now, the only reason I didn't bring it up in the first place was because of the fact that you were carrying Kathy, Jo, and I didn't want to upset you.
Oh? Well, then why did you do it? Take her around, I mean.
Honey, I was under orders, remember? Didn't amount to anything, and I figured, well, why bring it up? You know, what she doesn't know won't...
Oh, well, if it didn't amount to anything anyway, then why would what I don't know not hurt me?
How's that again?
You know what I mean.
Honey, we are not going to quarrel. Now, you are much too wonderful and precious, and I love you much too much.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I just don't see how you could date a woman like her. And I'll bet she runs to fat. When I was home carrying your baby...
Hold it. Wait a minute. Let's go back. In the middle there. You bet she runs to fat.
Don't interrupt. When I was home carrying your child, you dated that woman.
It was not a date.
Oh, then you mean you just took her around and showed her planes and cannons and stuff like that?
That's all. You know, actually, I didn't even want to take her to the officers.
Officers Club?
No, move over.
What are you doing in here?
Look, if you don't mind, I've had enough questions for one night.
ready to give Kathy Jo her shot now, if you can bring her down.
Okay, but it'll be a few minutes.
Anytime.
Oh, Janet, don't mind if she cries. This isn't one of her better days.
Okay.
What's all that?
She's creating.
She sure dresses up for it, don't she?
Well, honey, I'm off.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, come on. At least say, have a good day at the plane.
Have a good day at the plane.
Oh, Steve.
Listen, girls.
Yes? Something the matter?
Well, I don't want to appear pushy or anything, but could you kind of see that everybody sort of holds it down a little bit? You see, Jackie, Miss Moran is trying to write.
Oh, I see. Well, what would particularly bother her, do you suppose?
Well, noises, you know.
Mm-hmm. We know.
Well, then.
Hi, kids. What's the matter? What about her?
We've got to be quiet.
What?
You better keep the baby upstairs.
Who said all this?
Well, Steve asked us to keep it down.
Because of her? My baby has to be quiet because of her?
Oh, there you are. Oh, there's our little precious. Here, let me have her. Oh, I hate to do this to the little darling, but the prevention is worth it. She may cry a little, though.
Good.
What?
Give me a shot, too, so I can scream like crazy.
Betty Jo, wait a minute. I've got an idea how we can get rid of her.
Wonderful. What is it?
Oh, now, wait a minute. After all, she is a guest of the hotel and a friend of Steve's.
But you want her hanging around here for a month or more?
You're right. Let's have it.
All right, now, first of all, we start with
A 1, a 2.
Ladies, please.
Oh, I hope this doesn't bother you, but we have to rehearse for our act.
Your act.
Mm-hmm. We're the Bradley Bearcats. We have to rehearse at least twice a day.
You know, to keep in top form.
A 1, a 2.
Are you, sure you have to leave, Miss Moran?
I'm sure.
Well, then, goodbye.
And good luck with your book.
Oh, you're terrific. How did you do it?
Oh, it was nothing. Any evil genius couldn't do.
Well, that's all I know. She just up and left.
For no good reason.
No, I guess she just decided it wasn't working out.
Okay, everybody, don't rush. Who wants to shake my hand first? Step right up.
Well, what happened, Uncle Joe?
You know your little cottage you've been trying to rent? Well, I just took care of that matter.
Hey, Joe, that's great. Who'd you rent it to?
The gal, Jacqueline Moran. And it's sure good I ran into her. You know she was headed back to the city?
Yeah, I just heard.
I sold her on your ideal little honeymoon cottage. Now you got a tenant for who knows how long.
Joe, that's really great. Isn't it, honey?
Terrific. Oh,
Hi there.
Betty Jo.
Betty Jo. I never can remember which Joe is which.
I'm the one that's married to Steve.
By the way, is he around? Could I help you? Well, I'd rather he, Oh, there you are.
Hi. How are things at the cottage?
Silly old me, I can't turn the lights on.
Oh, well, that's no problem. I'll come down and...
Maybe she just needs to turn on the switch.
Maybe you just need to turn on the switch.
I wouldn't begin to know where to look for it.
Yeah. Well,
It's alongside the fuse box, just outside the back door.
It's alongside the fuse box just outside the back door.
Fuse box? That sounds awfully electrical.
Well, yes.
I don't think I could touch that. I mean, I just wouldn't have the nerve.
Look, I'll come down and take care of everything.
Oh, thank you.
Honey, she is our tenant, and you heard what she said. She wouldn't have the nerve.
Funny. She has it for everything else.
Steve, being the landlord, he has to go down there and fix leaks, show her where to turn things on and stuff like that.
No kidding.
I could have told him in the first place they were asking for trouble. It always happens when you start going for that almighty dollar.
Well, Joe, you were the one who...
Oh,
Well. Speak of the devil.
could I use your phone?
Huh?
I said, could I use your phone?
Oh, sure. Anything you want, just ask for it. Hey, care to use the phone?
Yes, please.
Well, here, have a barrel. Wow, I'd like to help her turn things on.
Sam, I'm surprised at you.
Yes, operator? This is Jacqueline Moran. I'd like a collect call to Mr. Arthur Lewis on 58th Street, New York City, please. Oh, go right ahead, gentlemen. Don't let me interrupt you.
Oh, sure. Joe, how's business at the hotel?
Lousy.
That's nice.
Thanks. How's the grocery business?
Oh, it's a little slow, but I'm running a special tomorrow.
What on?
Legs.
Nice item.
Hello? Arthur? Look, why don't you come down for a few days so we can discuss the book? And other things. Of course I miss you. You will? Okay, you're a darling. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Man, oh, man. She smells better than bay rum.
Hi.
Say, where's Steve?
3 guesses. The pilot light went out.
Again? Well, that's the 3rd day in a row.
Yeah. I'd like to put out her pilot light.
Hey, great idea. Why don't we...
No, thanks. I don't want to hear it.
Why not?
Because it might involve mayhem, and I'd be inclined to go along with it. Well, thanks for being on my side, you guys, but... No, when she leaves, she has to leave of her own free will. Come on, sweetheart.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Come on, here you go.
Boy, what is it? When they get married, something goes soft up here.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the Shady Rest.
To think I almost didn't come. Is Jacqueline Moran here?
You came to see her?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a crime.
Well, of course it isn't. You must be Mr. Lewis.
That's right.
Oh, our Uncle Joe told us you might be coming. Not much gets past our Uncle Joe.
Evidently not. About Miss Moran?
Oh, I can tell you how to get there.
Oh, no, I'll take you. Well, I was going there anyway.
You were?
Well, of course. Just give me a moment to change, and I'll be right with you.
Thank you.
Oh, and Bobby Joe, keep Mr. Lewis entertained, hmm?
Hey, what are you made up for?
Oh, why, little sister, I just put on the first old thing I came to.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, is it far to the cottage where Miss Moran is staying?
Oh, no. We'll take the train.
The train.
Oh, yeah. The train. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Where could they have gone in an out-of-the-way place like this?
Bobby Joe, you were here. What do you think?
Just one of those mysterious mysteries.
Oh, that kind, huh?
Well, they probably won't be wanting their dinner now, not at this hour. Why don't I eat it?
Oh, Joe, how can you think of food at a time like this?
I forced myself.
So are you. Hello there.
Oh, well, that's a brilliant greeting.
Yeah, well, I couldn't very well say goodbye there.
Gosh, I know we're a little late. A little late. Well, it's really all my fault. Guess what a nutty thing I did? Got on the cannonball going the wrong way.
How could you do that?
Well, naturally, we got to Pixley before I realized my mistake. So having told Artie... Mr. Lewis.
Oh, no, please, Artie.
Well, having told Artie so much about Riverdale, naturally, we just had to go on there to see it. Well, naturally, he couldn't believe we had such a sophisticated spot as the fireside room there.
It was very attractive. It has a stream running right through the center of it.
It's too bad you didn't fall in. Well, naturally, we couldn't leave without buying something, like dinner. Oh, naturally.
See, I told you she'd be a good sport about it. Oh, and on the way back, we stopped at, what was the name of it?
Ziffel's Hog Pond.
Billie Jo. What about Ziffel's Hog Pond?
It's got the most incredible moonlight.
Oh, you really must go there sometime.
Yeah, well, what kind of an evening did you have, dear?
Well, we're going back to the city tonight. Guess what kind of an evening I had?
Oh, well, if you really feel...
I really feel.
Oh. Well, goodbye, all. We haven't met. Really doesn't matter, does it?
Well, Joe, Steve, what do you think?
Well, I think I lost a tenant and gained a wife.
Steve, since you're used to being so helpful, why don't you see what you can do about Kathy Joe's pilot light?